Hey guys, what's up? Spen here. So in today's video, I want to cover Bitcoin. I'll be covering Elon Musk purchasing over 1.5 billion in Bitcoin and whether it's a good idea to buy it right now or wait for that next correction. Now, I've been recommending Bitcoin for the last few months, and I've been recommending it on this channel several times, saying it was the best investment to make in 2020. It had a very asymmetric outlook, very low downside, massive upside, and tons of positive catalysts that were coming. And really, my opinion stays the same. Even in 2021, right now at nearly $60,000 a coin, it doesn't really change in my opinion. Everything is just as good as it was at $10,000 a coin. Still amazing outlook over the next 5 to 10 years in this asset class. If we take a look at my portfolio in Bitcoin, I only invested a few months ago between $12,000 and $15,000 a coin. In my GBTC Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, I invested $6,500. I've turned that into $21,186. And then I also put $5,500 into CoinSquare, a crypto exchange. That's turned into nearly $23,000. So yeah, I'm up multiples on my initial investment in Bitcoin, and I see no reason to sell. I haven't sold $1 yet, and I have no plans to sell for a very long time. So towards the end of this video, I'll be giving you guys my price target, where I think Bitcoin's price is heading to. Now, as most of you guys know, Tesla did buy 1.5 billion of Bitcoin. Now, I want to look at a few comments that Elon Musk has made around this. Elon Musk in a tweet said, "To be clear, I'm not an investor. I'm an engineer. I don't even own a publicly traded stock besides Tesla. However, when fiat currency has negative real interest, only a fool wouldn't look elsewhere. Bitcoin is almost as BS as fiat money." The key word is almost. So here you have Elon Musk, who isn't even a big Bitcoin bull, buying in around, I think he bought in around $45,000 a coin. And his reason is because you need to look elsewhere other than cash. And so the key thing to take away from here, you don't need to be massively bullish on Bitcoin, but you should be extremely bearish on fiat money right now. And Bitcoin is an attractive alternative to that. Obviously, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin, but here you have Elon Musk, not even that bullish, but he recognizes it, it's better than cash. So this should give you some comfort in investing even at these elevated prices. And then in this slide, it talks about how Tesla will start accepting Bitcoin for cars. Now, really, I don't even put this into the equation of how this is going to affect Bitcoin's price. Honestly, I don't really see this happening anytime soon. Bitcoin just looks a lot more attractive to hold over the long term, rather to use it as a currency to buy products. I think multiple years out, when Bitcoin's market cap becomes multiples higher than where it is today and there's less volatility, then I can see Bitcoin being used as a currency, possibly. But right now there's too much volatility and too much upside to be giving away your Bitcoin. But anyways, at anything, this is obviously just a positive catalyst, potentially sometime in the future. And it gives that mainstream adoption that I've talked about so much around Bitcoin. The reason why I did recommend Bitcoin on this channel is because a few months ago, I started seeing institutions really look at Bitcoin. I saw the mainstream media talk about it in not so negative way, how they always have previously. And Bitcoin used to be extremely hard to actually buy. You had to buy it through these risky crypto exchanges that had terrible security. And I saw what was coming down the pipe, and that was different funds such as Grayscale, Gemini, which is a safe crypto exchange, and even Bitcoin ETFs now. And this really allows it to go more mainstream, and conservative investors feel a lot more comfortable to invest into Bitcoin. And this is all helping to push that price up. It was a very obvious trend that was going on at the time if you were watching Bitcoin closely. And so anyways, moving on, before we do get into where I think Bitcoin is heading, Tesla has done amazing from their initial investment to Bitcoin. They have made more profits in Bitcoin than all of their profits from cars in the year 2020. So obviously that's great for Tesla investors. Even though Tesla stock has been declining the last month, I don't think that's from Bitcoin. There are other things going on in the world right now that is probably bringing down Tesla's share price. But anyways, we're not going to get into that in this video. But just a fun fact, they've made more than 30% the profits on Bitcoin than they did in car sales in 2020. And I think that Tesla is going to continue to benefit from this massively over the next 5-10 years, guys. Anyways, though, let's move on to where Bitcoin is going and where it is right now. So if you've been watching Bitcoin's price per coin, that's important, but what's more important is to look at its actual market cap, because then you can compare it to other assets. And Bitcoin recently surpassed a 1 trillion market cap. Now you can't compare Bitcoin to stocks, it's not even fundamentally the same thing at all, but what you can compare it to is gold and other currencies, because this is a cryptocurrency in its early infancy days. And right now, the best comparison we have is to compare Bitcoin with gold. Bitcoin is looked at as a safe haven asset to hedge against inflation, and really it's better than gold in every single way. If we look here, gold has a market cap of about 9 to 10 trillion. Now that's 10x of Bitcoin's current market cap, which suggests Bitcoin could go to $500,000 a coin just to match gold's market cap. Now, myself and a lot of investors included believe Bitcoin is a much bigger idea than gold. In my opinion, Bitcoin one day will be much more valuable than gold. I'm talking 15, 20 trillion dollars most likely. Or we'll see gold's market cap actually decline in the coming years, because some of that market cap will get flooded into Bitcoin. Either way, I can definitely see Bitcoin's market cap going to $10 trillion, and I think $500,000 per coin is very realistic in the next 5 years. With all of the mainstream adoption going right now, almost every day in the news, I feel like I'm seeing more Bitcoin ETFs open up, more institutional investors buying this, and of course, more and more retail investors are approaching me who are actually open to buying Bitcoin, where those investors a year or even 2 years ago wouldn't even dream thinking about investing into Bitcoin, but it doesn't have the same persona it used to have around it. So yeah, right now Bitcoin is on a trend hitting higher and higher. I see no reason why that should stop. If we even look at this rainbow chart, I don't really buy into this very much, but this is even suggesting Bitcoin should go higher. However, I really wouldn't make any investment decisions around this. But some people do follow this, and apparently it follows the stock to flow ratio. I don't really know much about that. I just look at the fundamentals and the environment Bitcoin is moving into in the future. And please do understand, guys, inflation right now is a huge risk in the world. So we're seeing the 10-year bond yields rapidly rise, which is a leading indicator to inflation. And not only that, if you look at commodity prices such as in lumber, aluminum, oil, and almost all commodities, they have been on an absolute rampage the last 6 months, which is also indicating inflation is on its way. Right now around the world, we have very low supply because supply chains are extremely disrupted from COVID and massive demand. This is eventually going to become a burden on consumers. We're eventually going to see prices rise in a lot of different sectors, and inflation will take off until supply can catch up to it. Once the restrictions are lifted, this should subside. However, in the short term, massive inflation is likely coming, and I think you're going to see a massive surge in Bitcoin's price, even from today's price. Anyways, that's just my opinion on what I think is going to happen. If you like this video, please drop a thumbs up on it, and feel free to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Make sure you comment down below. Give me your guys' thoughts on Bitcoin. I'd love to hear what you think of it. Anyways, thanks for watching till the end. I really appreciate that. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Oh.